Today we're going to take a deep dive into the LEKATO Multi-Effect Pedal. Features 9 amps, 8 IR cab slots. It's called the Cube Baby. Now the Cube Baby has a list of features, has a built-in rechargeable battery which is pretty cool, features 9 preamp or amp models, 8 cab IRs with third-party IR support. It has reverb, delay, chorus, and phaser. However, you can't use the chorus and phaser at the same time. More on that later. Has a built-in guitar tuner, a USB audio interface, a Bluetooth wireless audio input, a mobile phone recording jack, and a headphone jack. Let's fire it up and see what it does. Now, first of all, it comes with instructions. I'm going to recommend that you read them because there's a whole lot of features in this thing that you're going to miss out on if you don't read through the instructions. So they're well written too. They're well written. Let's fire up the Cube Baby. And I'm running it directly into my PA, and I have a recorder plugged into the PA, so we're getting a direct recording from that. Out of the box, the Cube Baby is in preset mode. When all the presets are off, your only control is volume. This is not a bypass unit. It is 100% signal processing, so if it's on, it's on. If it's off, you're not getting any signal through. It comes pre-programmed with 3 presets. This is the first one. Second one is cleaner. And the third one is kind of clean and swirly. So that's preset mode. In preset mode, the 3 switches work and the volume works. And that's it. Okay, this little blinking blue light is because it has Bluetooth connectivity. So if you want to take your phone and use Bluetooth as an input, you can do that. It's not an output, input only. To turn that off and on, you press and hold these first 2 buttons. Bluetooth is off. This has a built-in guitar tuner as well. You press and hold both of these, and the tuner is on. It will show you what string you are trying to hit, and your goal is to get it in between there. And when it's not a, you don't have a very big hoop to shoot for. So I have tested this with a headstock tuner, and it's accurate. It's just a little difficult to get used to. So I wouldn't say the tuner is a strong point. There's the preset mode, which it's in by default. You can also do an edit mode. Quickly press and hold the A and B button to enter edit mode. Now at this point, you can turn off and on the different banks of effects. Now in the first bank, you have the tone and the amplifiers. The amplifiers are listed in the manual. They call them amps or preamps, but there's a list here. The Power Zone Clean, a US Gold 100 Clean, a 2-Stone Coral OD, a Dr.Z, a JP Cali A Day Tripper OD, a Shittcow Distortion, a WO Stone Coral OD, and a Mr. Smith Distortion. And I'll figure out what these are supposed to be in real life and put that in the description below as well. It also, when you're controlling the amps, you can pick the type again by the list. So when we go up to the Mr. Smith Distortion, definitely cranking it out. The Day Tripper OD, I believe, is supposed to be a Vox VX30. So we're going to leave it on that. We're going to keep the gain up high. But if you turn the gain down, you get a bit of a cleaner sound. So that's the first bank. And I'm going right to left like I would on a pedal board because that's how my brain is working. Although this one goes ABC, I'm going this direction. So you can choose to have the bank on or off, the amp type, the gain, and the tone. second bank is the modulation. Modulation does your delay, and it also has a chorus and a phaser. So you can adjust the mix, the feedback, and the time for your delay. The mix is kind of odd because if you turn it all the way up, you only get your delay. So there's quite a bit of delay there. And the mod is either phaser or chorus, but not both. Probably wouldn't want to use both. For phaser, I think it works out pretty good. You just turn it to the right. It's like a single knob phaser. And I think for phaser, a single knob works out pretty good. I like the, just sort of simple phaser sound. When you turn it to the left or counterclockwise, you engage the chorus. Now, for me, chorus and single knob doesn't work quite as well because you're missing the ability to mix it in as well as adjust the rate. So for this one, phaser is pretty good, chorus not so much. And then the final bank is your reverb and your IR cab pick. It comes with some IRs loaded by default. I'll put this up here. Again, just make sure you read your instructions. It'll show you what IRs are loaded. Now what's neat is you can change the IRs. So if you want to use this strictly as like an IR unit in your pedal board, you could do that. And hopefully you can hear the difference as I'm cycling through those. So the number 9 is the dirtiest, probably the diesel, with an HR Soldano HR power amp. I like that. So, when you get a sound that you like and it's all dialed in, simply press and hold the bank you want to store it to. So now my preset A is the one that I just built. Now that I'm back in preset mode, the only options I have are volume. Now the other mode is called live mode. To enter live mode, you simply do a quick press on the B and the C button and you're in live mode. Live mode is pretty much the exact same thing as edit mode, except you can't save anything. If you just want to use it sort of as a pedal board, then live mode might be what you're looking for. Again, so you can introduce each individual element from your amp to your modulation to your delay, your reverb, and your cabinet. So again, you can make any change you want here. Nothing's going to be saved. The reverb is definitely a spring sound. Not bad. Again, this is live mode, so I can't save any of this. So really the benefit to live mode is you won't accidentally overwrite your preset. Other than that, I would just use edit mode. And if you really came across a sound that you liked and you wanted to save, press a button for a couple of seconds and it'll save it for you. That's live mode. It has a USB interface to connect directly to a computer that you can use a DAW. I like to use Reaper. I wrote a little song on this in Reaper. I might be playing it underneath this right now. Turn the background music. We'll see. But I did write a little song in Reaper using this unit alone, and it came out pretty good. We're going to move over to the PC and I'm going to plug it in. I'm going to show you the software interface, how you can write IRs to this unit. Go over to the PC and we'll check it out there. If you purchase this, you're going to need to get the CubeBaby driver. I'm not sure if it's actually a driver or just the interface, so you can make adjustments to the IRs and other settings. But you can download this here for Windows or for Mac. Okay, so there's no device connected because it's not turned on. Turn it on, and bang, it's like that. Okay, successful. So open an IR file. And here I have some PV Decade IR. So I'm going to do a PV Decade with an SM57. Click on that. Import it to IR slot number 1 and save. That's it. You're done. You've just written an IR. And now my new IR number 1 is the PV with the SM57. Yeah, it doesn't sound like much. Then again, a PV Decade doesn't sound like much. So that's it. That's how you load IRs onto the CubeBaby. This is the interface software. It's very responsive and it works in real time. So you can actually hear what you're changing. All right, guys, so that was the CubeBaby from LEKATO. Full demo and review. It was really surprising. It has a lot more features than I thought that it did. But overall, a decent unit, rechargeable battery, so it's easy to take with you. Plug it directly into a PA if you need to. And it's pretty inexpensive, too. I want to thank you very much for clicking on the video and watching today. If you made it this far, you're a super fan. I thank you very much. I appreciate your subscriptions. I appreciate your likes. I appreciate your comments. So all of those are welcome. Thank you for supporting me with the affiliate links in the description. Until next time, keep playing your affordable gear. Take care of yourself and peace.